What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Morgan Charée, your favorite snack that smiles back. And in this video, I'm gonna show y'all how I made this long, flowy lace front wig. I used a total of 3 bundles and a 20-inch frontal. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, y'all, so this is my 20-inch 13x4 lace frontal. I got it from Ali Pearl Hair, and I'm just gonna first start off by bleaching the knots. And I'm just gonna take my Gotta Be Glue Free spray and just comb back the hair so no bleach will get on the hair. But y'all, look at this frontal. Like, it came so soft and silky and smooth straight out the pack. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, look at the hairline. Sis, the hairline is giving scalp already. Like, if you need you a good frontal, go shop with Ali Pearl because they did not come to play. So I've been seeing this trend on TikTok where you put some developer on your frontal and let it sit for a few minutes so it can come out looking more like scalp. So that's just basically what I'm doing now. I'm just brushing some 40 volume developer on my knots, and then I'm just gonna let it sit for 5 minutes and then rinse it out. Hey y'all, I'm just gonna say this now. When I'm recording YouTube videos, I'm never really self-aware of the camera and my body, so my big behind arm is in the way most of the videos, so I apologize in advance. But after I wash that developer out and let it dry for a little bit, I'm now going to actually bleach my knots with some BW2 and my same 40 volume developer. And I'm just going to mix those two together. Not too thick, not too runny, you feel me? Just the right consistency, like toothpaste, you feel me? And I'm just going to spread that all over my frontal. So this brush was just not doing it for me, so I ended up taking a butter knife to help spread my bleach evenly throughout my frontal so my knots can be fully bleached and everything. And then I just let that sit for about 30 minutes or so. I didn't really have on a timer or anything, but then I rinsed it out. Well, I washed it out with purple Shimmer shampoo. And y'all, like, just look at the hair. Like, something about wet hair makes my coochie want to throb. Like, if I could wear wet hair, I most definitely would. So this is the next day, and I'm now about to start actually sewing the hair onto my wig cap. I got the wig cap from a regular beauty supply store, and just pinning the frontal to the wig head. And now I'm just brushing all the hair forward, moving it out the way so I can sew the hair onto the wig cap. So this is how I looked once I brushed all the hair out the way and pinned the frontal down. And now I'm just going to take my needle and my thread and just sew this girl down. Y'all, so I'm tying the knot at the end, right? Ooh, my hand's ashy. Anyway, so I'm tying the knot, as you can see. And I put the needle through the frontal. Tell me why the thread went right through the frontal. Like, you can hear it. Just listen, just listen.
Lord, it wasn't supposed to be like this, I swear.
So I had to tie a bigger knot in the thread so it would not come through the frontal. So yeah, I started in the middle of the wig head, and now I'm just going down the sides and just sewing and sewing. And sorry about my nails, I know my nails look a mess, but yeah. And once I got to the end, I just cut the thread and then tied a knot, and I did that for both sides. And I start tugging on it to make sure that thing was locked down and secure. And this is how it looked once I finished both sides. And now I'm about to start sewing on my bundles. I used a 36, a 34, and a 32. That's the 34 right there. You can see it was moving. And I got the bundles from the beauty supply store. I'm just basically doing the same thing I did with the frontal. Just sewing the hair onto the wig cap. And then I tie a knot at the end, and then I cut right before the place I just tied the knot at. And y'all, just look how long this hair is. Like, I was too excited over that one little row. Like, I could not wait for the finished product. This is after I sewed one full bundle, the 36-inch, onto the wig cap. this is me sewing the 34-inch bundle on, and this is how it looked when it was fully on. And now I'm sewing the 32-inch bundle on the wig cap. Child, and after sewing all that dang hair to that wig cap, Lord knows I need to invest in a dang sewing machine, because this is for the birds. Like, my poor little finger had a bruise in it. Like, the needle literally indented itself in my finger from sewing all that dang hair to this wig cap. Like, that is so ghetto. Like, I definitely need to get me a sewing machine. But now I'm just sewing my final row onto my wig cap, and I'm just connecting that row and the end of the frontal to together so it can look seamless. And this part was hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this really had my fingers hurting right here. Like, I'm not gonna cap, but yep. And then I just cut that last bundle off, and this is how much hair I had left over. I was gonna add it in there, but I felt like I was doing too much, so I decided not to. And this is how it looked when all the bundles were sewn. And now I'm just cutting the front of that wig cap off, and it'll just be my frontal. And this is what the inside of the wig looked like after I cut the front of the cap off. And now you got yourself a wig. So after I finish my wig, I'm about to color it jet black, because who doesn't love a jet black wig? And if you don't color your hair jet black, you're weird. I'm just going to take some hot water and my Adore hair dye in the colors jet black and sapphire blue. And I'm just going to mix those in together and dye my hair. And all I'm doing is just dipping the hair in the water and taking my white tooth comb and combing it while I dip it, to just to make sure I get like no tangles in the hair while I dip it. And yep, just dipping and dipping and dipping. And oh Lord, oh Lord, look at that wet hair. It's so pretty. Lord knows I love some wet hair. But yeah, I just dip it, and then I also let it sit in the water for a good 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes are up, I'm just gonna dip it and comb through it one last time before I wash out the dye. And as you can see, the hair definitely soaked up some of the color, because the water is not as dark as it was when I first started dipping the hair. And I'm just gonna take my Aussie Miracle Moist shampoo and wash that dye out the hair. And there's no particular reason that I use this shampoo. I just like it for my wigs. Like, I literally just use it for my wigs. And yeah, I'm just gonna brush through it and make sure I get all the dye out. After I rinsed out all the shampoo that was in the hair, I'm just going to take my silicone mix and mix it in with some cool water. And I'm just going to let my wig sit in that silicone mix and just let it sit for about 15 minutes. Now that the 15 minutes are up, I'm just gonna rinse the conditioner out with some cool water and just brush through it to make sure there's no tangles in it. And y'all, please look at the hair. Like, it's so pretty and shiny. Like, all jokes aside, I really wish I could wear my hair wet like this. So So now I'm about to pluck my frontal, and I'm just going to use my spray bottle with conditioner in it, my rat tail comb, and my tweezers to help me do this. And I also put a paper towel under the wig to help me see so I don't over pluck. So y'all, as I start the process of plucking my wig, I realized that the stand to my wig head is not stable. Like, it was moving around, and just watch me struggle for a second. Yeah, so the stand is dead, so I just put it on my lap. I always pluck my wigs on my lap, so I don't know why I thought I could pluck on the dang stand. But anyway, so I just took that first row of hair out, and then I just combed it back, and now I'm just plucking to get a more natural hairline. Now I'm taking a second row of hair out, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing, just pluck, pluck, and pluck. Now I'm taking my final row of hair, and yeah, just repeat the process and pluck. And lastly, I'm just gonna comb all the hair back and pluck it all together. And as you can see, it's looking like scalp already. Like, please stop playing with me. Like, very natural. It's giving very much natural. And I'm just gonna do that for the entire hairline. And this is all the hair that came out when I finished plucking, and this is how it looks right after I finish plucking. Like, just look at that hairline. Like, yes ma'am, it's giving very much natural. Don't play. After I plucked the hair, I let it air dry and gave it a middle part and a nice silk press. this is how it turned out when I finished. And if you watched the whole video, you're a real one. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and share. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because if you're not subscribed to my channel, then baby girl, what you doing? And if you want to see me install this wig, I also have a video on that, and y'all will catch me in the next video.